back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, talk Star Wars like always. And what are we going to talk about? The Last Jedi hate. Now, actually, I just did about a 30-minute video answering some other guy's YouTube channel about 10 things they hated about it, but then some reason it didn't record, or the audio didn't pick up real good, so let's try it again. All over the internet, people's talking about how much everyone hates The Last Jedi. Well, let's look at this really and see. Let's look at the audience score. Rotten Tomatoes. Pretty low, right? Or at least what you would think. So you can say right there, look, the majority of fans, not critics, fans, hate The Last Jedi, right? Well, not really. Let's look at cinema score. An A. Let's look at Survey Monkey. Pretty good, right? Let's even look at the Internet Movie Database. But people all across the internet wants to point out the top one. Rotten Tomatoes. Why? Because it fits their narrative, what they want to complain about. So you can't change your argument just because it fits your narrative. And let's look at cinema score. What does cinema score do that the audience score doesn't do? It actually talks to people leaving the theater. What does Rotten Tomato does? You make an account, you write a review, you put if you like it or not. Anybody can make an account if you've seen the movie or not. Right now, I can make 5 fake accounts and give it all a low score. Internet Movie Database is the same way. Anybody can vote on it. Survey Monkey, I don't know a lot about Survey Monkey, but I hear they're pretty reliable and they polled about 5,000 people. Now, I can't verify if these 5,000 people saw it or not, but over 85% of it liked it. So why, out of all these, do you pick out just one? And if you're going to argue that Rotten Tomatoes audience score is the behold of all, and then over here you can't say, well, over here it's wrong. You can't have it both ways. And now let's talk about Luke Skywalker. Everyone says this isn't how Luke Skywalker would do. The last time we saw Luke Skywalker was in his 20s. Now maybe there's some canon books, a lot of the stuff that takes place after Jedi to The Force Awakens isn't canon, so you can't even put that in your head. But why is it so shocking this happens? One thing that really drives me crazy is for 2 seconds, Luke Skywalker had a thought. I'm going to take out Kylo Ren. He saw Kylo Ren's future. Now, is that the Jedi way? Probably not. But it was 2 seconds. He hesitated. He lit his green saber and said, what am I doing? I can't kill this guy. He hasn't done anything. But he's already saw in his heart that he couldn't be changed. Unlike Vader, he felt that Vader could be changed. There was some good in him. Luke didn't feel that there was any good in Kylo Ren anymore. Now, Rey does, but Luke doesn't. But he hesitated for a second. What? 1 or 2 seconds he thought about killing him. So what? That doesn't make Luke a bad guy. He just thought, Luke grew up. He saw what Vader did. He saw the trillions of people hurt or killed by the Empire because of Vader, because of the Emperor. And he didn't want to see all that again. In his vision of what he saw was going to happen to Kylo, he saw it. I bet 1 million people die by episode 9 because of Kylo Ren. He would have said millions in the galaxy. But no. And for a few seconds, 2 or 3 seconds, he thought, maybe not even that long, he thought of taking him out. Sparing the galaxy of that horror that will come. It will come. But no, he cuts off his saber and doesn't do it. So Luke has guilt on his shoulders. Millions of people are gonna die because Luke didn't take out Kylo Ren. How does someone live like that? I know you're saying he's a hero, he's Luke Skywalker. Heroes aren't perfect, they make mistakes. And he had all that guilt on his back. If he killed Kylo, you know he had guilt there, taking out his sister's kid. And then he had all the guilt of Kylo coming to power and seeing what the First Order was doing. Sure, he ran off. Was that a coward way? Maybe so. But like he says, what's he gonna do? Just run into the first... Like he says, what's he going to do? Just attack the First Order with his laser sword? He had no army. He had Kylo left with half the students and killed the other half. Those half he took became the Knights of Ren, I presume. So Luke was going to come there by himself. And Luke's whole point is that maybe the Jedi aren't. The Jedi lead to the dark side. And he's right. Look at the prequels. Darth Sidious came to power because of the Jedi. The Jedi's led to Darth Vader. The Jedi's led to the Emperor. The Jedi's led to Kylo Ren. Maybe he's right. The Jedi need to go. Maybe the world, the galaxy of Star Wars would be better with no Jedis, no Sith. If you watch the prequels, you can kind of see that. They're arrogant. And that's what causes Sidious to rise in power. So Luke running away is not impossible. And we don't know what all happened between Jedi and The Force Awakens. I'm sure he had many a days trying to bring Kylo back to the good side. Now he saw what Kylo was going to become and thought, for a second, I'll take him out. And now that he didn't take Kylo Ren out, is he responsible for all the deaths? Is all that on his back now? That he could have stopped what came of the First Order if he took out Kylo Ren at that time? Ask yourself that. What if you had the power to stop, let's say, Hitler, and you're standing there over him with a sword? Do you think, at least for a second, let's say you looked at a 19-year-old Hitler and you said, oh my God, I'm going to see all the horror he's going to do. Let me take him out now. And that's how Luke felt. And then with all that guilt, he went into hiding. He went away. He said, screw the Jedis. And I kind of agree with it. Screw the Jedis. They've caused a lot of damage in this galaxy. Another criticism is the Leia Force flying Mary Poppins scene. And I'm not going to sit here and defend it because I hate that part of the movie. And it's not really that she uses the Force or anything. It just kind of looks stupid. I wish Rian Johnson shot it better or made it just look better. And people argue about the Finn storyline. And I've said here in my video, I don't think the Finn storyline is great or anything. So I can kind of see that. It doesn't ruin the movie for me. I really like this movie. It doesn't take me out of the movie or anything. I think it's being overly bashed. I think with the Rey, Snoke, all that stuff going on, it was so intense that the Finn stuff kind of lightened the mood. And I'm okay with that. I'm sure I didn't love it, but it's not horrible. I mean, it's not the Phantom Menace, or it's not the Clone Wars. I mean, it's only what, take it out, was 20 minutes of the movie, so it's being overly bashed. So it's not nothing great, but it is what it is. Like I said, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. Another thing I hear people complain about is Snoke. Many people will get this. Get this if you're watching this. Why did Snoke die? He was overconfident. And that's a theme throughout the Star Wars movie. Sidious rose to power because the Jedi was overconfident. They didn't think Palpatine was a threat. Why did the Emperor fall? Too much confidence. They say it right there in Return of the Jedi. And Snoke, he's reading Kylo's mind. He's overconfident. He's thinking, take the lightsaber, strike down your greatest enemy, turn it toward her. And he hears Kylo Ren thinking that. I'm going to take my lightsaber and kill my greatest enemy. Well, who's his greatest enemy? Snoke. Why? Because Snoke made him look like a damn fool. Guy in his head and played around. Really made Kylo see, hey, this guy's manipulating me. This guy is a piece of shit. So he turned the lightsaber to Snoke. But, again, Snoke, overconfident, just thinks he's turning it toward Rey. It's brilliant. And it's brilliant to kill Snoke. People say, well, why they don't kill Snoke? Who's the bad guy in Episode 9? Kylo Ren. Imagine if Darth Vader killed the Emperor in The Empire Strikes Back. We would have a full-blown Return of the Jedi with Darth Vader as the lead bad guy, the head of the Empire. But now we get Kylo Ren. He's going to be super pissed by Episode 9, I'm sure. He's going to be kicking ass. At least that's what I hope. So I love that they went a different direction. I don't really care about seeing Snoke again in Episode 9. Snoke was basically the Emperor. We've seen the Emperor story. That's all Snoke would have been. We wanted to see something different. And now, thanks to Rian Johnson killing off Snoke, we're going to have something totally different by Episode 9. Rey's parents. Now, I've screamed since The Force Awakens that she is a Skywalker, she is a Skywalker, she has to be a Skywalker. I cried it. I thought anyone that says her parents is a nobody or a Kenobi was crazy. And apparently I was wrong. I didn't know they were going to kill the whole Skywalker family line in the movie, at least not in 8. So I was very surprised. And now, seeing it a second or third time, maybe they think they went with the right decision. You know, if she was Luke's daughter, people would have said, that's not original, it makes the galaxy small, we all knew it, it wasn't a twist. So they made them nobody, showing that, hey, you don't have to have Skywalker blood or Kenobi blood to be a powerful Jedi. And people, again, well, how is she so powerful? How is she so powerful? And we all know how she is so powerful. We just don't want to use that N word. And I've seen people complain, how does she fight with a lightsaber? She grew up fighting with a staff. It's not that much difference. You don't have to be a Jedi to be great at a lightsaber. It helps, makes you better, but she was great with the staff. I just want to address some of the hate I'm hearing out there. I don't understand why it's getting so much hate. I can understand. I knew there would be a small group of people, maybe they're just loud, that say they hate The Last Jedi. I sat down, I enjoyed it, and it took me in a direction I didn't know was going, and that's what I love, that they did something different. And when I watched it the first time, in my head, I said, okay, I know where it's going. Poe's gonna be right. They should have listened to Poe's plan. That was wrong. And I thought when Finn got there in the cell with DJ would turn out to be the little guy that they were looking for. He wasn't. Rey's parents, I thought was gonna be a Skywalker. Nope. Snoke, I thought would be around for 9. I thought they wouldn't kill him. They killed him. And I've been saying, maybe I wouldn't let down with Luke Skywalker because I've been screaming on Twitter also that Luke Skywalker wasn't going to have a major fight in these films. That he might fight here and there, but he's not going to have a major showdown, which is what everybody wanted. And I kept preparing myself, and I hoping other people saying he's not going to fight in these films. And he didn't really have a big, glorious battle like a lot of people thought. So I wasn't let down for that. Would I have liked to see him kicking ass, really there kicking ass? Sure. But I'm happy how it is. Luke went out the way he wanted to. He gave his life for the rebels. He knew doing the Force Ghost trans thing was going to kill him. Kylo tells Rey, how are you doing this? It would kill you if we did this. And even Snoke can't do it as good as Luke. Snoke can only show each other. Remember, Kylo couldn't see Rey's surroundings or anything. Luke could do it good, so it looked real, and he knew that it was going to kill him to do it. I know people want him to get in his X-Wing, but I'm not sure if an X-Wing would work being stuck in water for years. And Luke's door on his hut on the island is made from part of the X-Wing. I think the part of the wing. So I'm not sure how he would have flown off the island and got there anyway. But why does it matter if he's a ghost, a Force ghost thing, or a real person? He did the job. He gave his life. He knew going in, doing the Force ghost thing, sending him over there was going to take him out. And he did it. He killed himself. And that's it. He gave his life for the rebels. And he died, as they say, happy, content. And what a beautiful way, looking at those twin sons like back on Tatooine as he slowly disappears. Bringing himself one with the Force. Obi-Wan died right before Vader's saber cuts into him. Yoda dies maybe right before his heart starts beating. I don't know, but he gives himself to the Force. And now Luke gives himself to the Force. But I love that he sacrificed himself for the rebels. I don't see the hate for Luke Skywalker. I don't see the hate for this film. I would love to debate it with anybody that does, so hit me up on Twitter, leave it in the comments below. Seems to really pull it. It seems to be a half-half split from what I'm seeing online. A lot of people do hate it. Now, I talked about those poll numbers. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say there's not a lot of hate for this film, but I'm not going to hate them for doing something different. People bitched and bitched that The Force Awakens was a remake or a rehash. So they went a totally different way. Now people are upset about that because it didn't go the way they wanted. But anyway, leave it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Did you like The Last Jedi? Let me know in the comments below. And again, thank you for watching and keep your eye on StarWarsJunk.net.